Work at Home Moms will be taking part on September the 27th in a community fundraiser in an attempt to promote the community and get donations for developing the project further. This has been Inside Romania, and we remind you that this feature can be revisited on our webpage at rri.ro. Coming up next on Radio Romania International, Visit Romania.
Welcome to Visit Romania with me, Ana Maria Popescu. Today I'll take you to a charming region full of legends in central Romania, Transylvania. With beautiful villages with fortified churches have hit the headlines the world over. 7 of them are on the UNESCO Heritage List, and today we're going to visit one of them, Saskiz. Fortified churches are a characteristic of Transylvania, where Saxons settled in townlets and villages in the 12th to 16th centuries. Peter Suciu, who has been a tourist guide in Transylvania for 8 years now, tells us why we should go to Saskiz.
Există cel puțin 3 motive majore, începând în ordine, poate cea mai importantă, moștenirea culturală lăsată de comunitatea.
There are at least 3 major reasons. Maybe the most important one is the cultural legacy left by the German community that has lived in the area for hundreds of years. The second important reason is the beauty and diversity of the surroundings, from meadows to forests. The third reason is the diversity of traditions, as well as the gastronomical diversity due to the multicultural character of the area.
In the late 15th century, more exactly in 1496, a fortified evangelical church was raised in Saskiz. Its steeple looks very much like the clock tower in Sighișoara Citadel. In the church cemetery, there are tombstones with 100-year-old inscriptions dating from 1572 to 1677. The Tecsun fortress stands on top of the hill about 1 kilometer far from the village. The fortress started being built in the 14th century. Its 7 to 9 meter high walls and 6 towers were meant to defend the residents of Saskiz and of the villages around in wartime. Some 70 Saxons still live in the village, mostly elderly people. The depopulation of the village started after World War II. A large part of the ethnic Germans were deported to Russia shortly after the war, and ethnic Germans emigrated to Germany in the 1990s. But the place is still charming and continues to attract visitors, as Peter Suciu tells us.
Cei 8 ani de zile de când fac ghidărie, 90% din turiștii pe care...
For 8 years, while I've been a guide, 90% of the tourists I've had are foreigners. Very many of them are pleasantly surprised, because when they come over, they have an image distorted by the international media, far from the spectacular character of Transylvania, its diversity and beautiful nature. There are 2 big groups of visitors coming to Transylvania. German speakers from Germany, Austria, Switzerland and Luxembourg, and tourists from the United Kingdom who come here because His Royal Highness Prince Charles is a regular guest of Transylvania. He has been coming here since 1998. Because of that, a larger number of tourists have been coming to the area in recent years. First and foremost, they are fascinated by natural diversity and by the fact that they can have a quiet walk or go by wagon or by bike in the midst of nature.
You will not find it difficult to find accommodation in the Saskis area. Rural tourism has developed and the locals can accommodate you anytime and initiate you into the local cuisine. And that was Visit Romania.
And with that, our broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and North America, the East Coast, has come to an end. You can listen to our next program for Western Europe at 22 hours UTC on 7430 and 9765 kilohertz, and for North America, the East Coast, at 0 hours UTC on 9700 and 11955 kilohertz. We can also be heard on the internet in WMA, MP3 and AAC Plus formats at www.rri.ro channel 1. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write an email at engl@rri.ro. Goodbye.